So, how's it going?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we're all having a fine apocalypse. I am coming to you today, Alistair, Master of Gentleman's Combat. Once again, that is the weirdest sentence I think I have ever constructed in my entire life. Once again, watching some Pancrase for another classic MMA revival. I hope you are all being treated well by our post-toilet paper society. I hope none of you have gone mad and started murdering your neighbours just yet, but if you have, here's something to watch while you wait for the police to arrive. Today we are watching Yes We Are Hybrid Wrestlers 4. I am continuing on in the chronological recapping of the Hybrid Wrestlers series due to when I first did these way back when. This was before I even started fighting. I first did these in written sort of reviews on the underground forums on, yeah. So that was a while ago. I haven't been to the underground forums in years, so I wonder if these are still going, whether or not top men have fixed up all the problems they have fixed, or whether or not Kirik is still promising things to be changed, which will never be changed. Alright, first up we've got Takaku Fuke taking on Inagaki, and what the fuck was that, Fuke? Fuke comes out in a leaping round kick, and Katsuomi Inagaki just glomps on top of him into side control. Switches round to a scarf hold, trying to peel apart the arms of Takaku Fuke, turns back into top side control. Takaku Fuke got that S grip, so he's fairly determined to hold on the bottom here. Nice float over there from Katsuomi Inagaki, because Fuke is sort of just camping out down the bottom here. Of course, those who are up to date with my Pancrase review series will see that the grappling is a little bit more loose, a little bit more rudimentary, because these guys, they haven't had the practice of many, many years of shooting under their belts. They've just sort of only just started, given that this is the 4th event. Inagaki is currently 0-3. He's been knocked out once and rear naked choked twice, and he's given up his back and put his foot on the ropes for the escape. So he's not doing very well. Takaku Fuke has been trying to remember. Nice palm strikes here. Good low kick from Katsuomi Inagaki. Takaku Fuke, he armbarred Vernon White. He got choked to death by Ken Shamrock. And, yeah, kneed in the liver by Bas Rutten. So he's 1-2. Nice body kick there from Katsuomi Inagaki. Much more of a striker than many of the other fellas, but fairly rudimentary in his grappling. In fact, he got got a few good palm strikes on the noggin of Takaku Fuke there. Exchange of low kicks, palm strikes from our man Inagaki. Wing slaps back from Takaku Fuke. Fuke liked his striking, even though he was never particularly talented at it. Nice nice bridging double overhook suplex there. Very cool from our man Takaku Fuke. Because viewers of Pancrase will remember. Oh, giving up the back again, and a solid rear naked choke. That is right on the tree there. So I don't think that Inagaki is going to escape this one. Oh, just as I say that, he manages to turn all the way into the choke and escape from that one. So he's going to pop up on top of Takaku Fuke in guard. Long-time viewers of Pancrase may remember in the King of Pancrase tournament that Fuke wore tie shorts against Maury Smith and then had his liver turned into foie gras. So he's got... What is... what is Inagaki doing? He's trying to scarfold Fuke from inside of his guard, which is a good way to get your back taken, as seen here. I'm sure at some point I've tried to pass guard like that. He tried for the choke again, slipped off the back. Now he's getting up. Now he's got the choke. Both hooks in kind of moderately skewer. Peeking around the side here. Alright defense from Katsuomi Inagaki. He's doing better than the first time he had someone on his back. Or the second time. He's definitely been working on it, but whether or not he can... Depends how long he can hold off this attack. Nicely done hula hooping Takaku Fuke around. Is he going to do it again? Please don't do it again. He looked like he was thinking about trying to go back to Scarfold again from the bottom there, from inside guard there, which was a bit silly. Yes, he's scooching around to the side pretty far. Oh no! Takaku Fuke just kind of gives up and lets him pass around to Scarfold. Inagaki back to trying to peel apart the fists of Takaku Fuke, but Fuke's got a good, strong S-grip and nice timing on that escape. Hops up and scoots out the back. Inagaki manages to turn over to give up this top, but then he goes belly down on the ground again. Nice half Nelson here, trying to work the turnover from Mr. Fuke. Briefly caught in half guard. Big strong bridge from Katsuomi Inagaki, but Fuke manages to stay on top, keeps a hold of him. And he's gone face down again. Oh my god, Inagaki, when will you learn? It's like he's trying to avoid the pin, which is not a subset of the not part of the subset of the rules in Pancrase. Armbar attempt from Takaku Fuke, very cool but very loose. Just gonna have a sip of beer. Inagaki cross-facing our man. And Fuke just gives up his guard again and lets him scoot around. Still trying to peel apart the arms of Fuke. Now cross-face game. Oh, nice explosion from Fuke there to come out on top. Using the half Nelson again to flatten our boy Inagaki out. I don't know what Inagaki's doing with his hands there. Wriggling around like a fish. Very explosive, not very technical. Once again, going belly down. Once again, he's going to have to deal with Fuke on his back. Fuke being kind of cruel in top position here. Inagaki builds up to all fours. Fuke grabbing the ankle, trying to keep control of his man. Always nice to see ankle picks and that sort of cool shit. Back to the choke goes Fuke, and he's got that in pretty tight. Inagaki doing his best. Fuke's hands on top of the head, goes to an S grip around the throat. That's not a choke. That's a strangle. And Inagaki's dead again. That's the it's the fourth time in 4 events he's been briefly unconscious. Poor fella. And Fuke is nice and pumped, as to be expected from a man who just strangled his fellow human being. Loving the mullet. It's a great look for Fuke. Alright, and we are on to our next match. It is Tiger White. We'll see what music he comes out to and whether or not we'll be copyright claimed. Oh, we will. It is Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill. Tiger is a pretty cool dude. Given he was one of the few people to see Ken Shamrock walk into the gym and say, "Oh, I'm trying to train for real fights. Who wants to brawl with me?" and go, "Yeah, that's what I'm into." Also joined Ken in their time as male dancers, which is where he got the Tiger nickname. Because that's just what he wrote down. Like, what's your stripper name going to be, Vernon? And he said, Tiger. If I remember correctly, that's from an old interview with him on Sherdog. In case you think I'm talking shit, you can look that one up. And he is fighting the tallest boy, Ryushi Yanagisawa. Yanagisawa has been KO'd by Rutten, had his knee exploded by Masakatsu Funaki, and then he heel hooked extremely tall man last time. I can't remember the tall man's name right now. Andre van der Nutela, there we go. And he's coming out to his hideous shouty rock in a very interesting shirt, which I believe is made of towel material. Maybe he feared being very sweaty. Not in the usual red ring gear. He's changed it up for this event. And Tiger, at this point, had been armbarred by Fouquet. He KO'd Katsuomi Nigaki, and I can't remember what happened to him at ESPR Hobby Wrestlers 3. There's Tiger. Still skinny Tiger. He got significantly thicker as the years would go on that Ken Shamrock diet of chicken and broccoli. And here's the Pancrase boy, Yanagisawa. Always was a big boy. He also got thicker and more lean due to the influence of Ken Shamrock in the dojo. Bit of a death stare from the two fellas here. Good to see. Just getting out final inspections by the referee. Making sure no one's hiding razor blades under their knee pads. Alrighty, this should be interesting because they're both kind of not super great grapplers, but they are interesting strikers. So we'll see if they throw hands at each other. Good body kick from... not body kick, he is. Caught Inagaki. Not Inagaki, he's caught... drink a beer, everybody who's waiting for me to say the wrong Japanese name. He's caught Yanagisawa directly in the penis. And the magical butt slaps from referee Hiroto Soichi. According to Bas Ruden, Hiroto Soichi was an acupuncturist as well. So one time he'd injured his wrist and he went to Hiroto Soichi's like, oh, bro, I don't think he can fight. And so Hiroto Soichi stabbed him in the wrist with a couple of needles and apparently Bas was ready to go. Look at the shame on the face of Vernon Tiger White as he realizes he's going to lose points for dick kicks. Or maybe for one more dick kick and then he'll lose a point. Alrighty. And nearly did it again. Caught him on the inside of the thigh. Oh, and a down. Palm strike from Ryushi Nagisawa. Face plants very briefly our main man, Vernon Tiger White. Oh, big jump kicks exchanged and palm strike follow-ups. This is pretty cool. Tiger shoots in for a takedown. Grabbed in the front headlock by Ryushi Nagisawa, who's suckered him all the way to the ground. Going to the choke, it seems. Vernon's trying to fight hands. He's done a good job. Got 2-on-1. Yanagisawa's still got his chin, though. Chin control, very important. It's amazing the difference between having just your arm there and having your whole hand gripping someone's chin. The amount of control you have over them in those two circumstances is quite interesting. Nice escape there from Vernon Tiger White onto the back of Ryushi Nagisawa. Starts working the Ken handbook by grinding his forearm into the back of Yanagisawa's skull. Thinks about a slap briefly. Maybe he's just waving his hand around. Oh, trying to dig for the choke. Has no hooks in, so I expect him to be swept. Oh, no, he's backed out. Yanagisawa trying to hook the leg, probably trying to turn all the way over, drag Vernon, and then go for a leg lock. But Vernon should be wise to that one because that's one of Ken's favorites. Spins round to front headlock, and Yanagisawa sucks in the leg for a single. I'll see what's going on here. Yanagisawa backs out. He's got that calf crush, so he might go for the lock soon. Just gonna very quickly sip some beer. Yanagisawa definitely thinking leg lock. but he's not willing to flop back all the way just yet. And yeah, if you're on the calf against someone who's got any adrenaline going, you're not going to get it. Oh, digging for the heel. Be nice and mean once he gets it. Although Vernon doing the right thing, keeping both his feet on each other, which makes that heel a little bit more difficult to get to. You can see that in a very recent video from Dean Lister talking about having your feet crossed and how to defend the heel hook. Is very nice and very cool. Oh, got that heel hook though, and Vernon has grabbed the ropes, hopefully before his knee popped. In fact, he stood up on that leg, so he seems to be all right. Just going to get his shin guards fixed. Bit of concern there from Vernon because he's 2 points down in a 5-point match. Oh, big kick! His feet slipped out from under him because he tried to change direction. Big palm strike there. Flying kick from Yanagisawa, and he gets bundled to the ground by our main man, Vernon. Yanagisawa trying to work double wrist lock on the bottom there. Vernon trying to work top hammerlock or top wrist lock on the wrong side up the top here. He's stepping over into mount. That's a little bit smarter. Now he needs to step all the way over to the other side if he wants to finish it. But Yanagisawa is a strong boy, so I don't see this one as a likely finish and or rope escape. Yes, he's given up on that. He's gone. He's got the underhook now. Trying to just straight up wrist lock him, which is cool, but leaves you without a post to stop the sweep. Nagasawa back in his guard, and again, passing guard is apparently for suckers, so he's trying for a leg lock before actually passing guard. Trying to go for the scarf hold armbar, V1 arm lock, telephone arm lock, for those who watch Yoshiaki Fujiwara tapes. I do recommend watching Yoshiaki Fujiwara tapes if you're not a huge fan of Tatsuo Nakano, because the first Fujiwara instructional is him just torturing Nakano for like a good hour. It's so good. And the second one is him torturing Yoshiki Takahashi. Nice escape from one position from Vernon to be in another bad one, and the referee says, "Seen enough of that rolling around on the ground shit. Let's stand up and throw hands like men." Big kick from Yanagisawa. Very big kick from Yanagisawa. Throwing just nothing but high kicks at the moment. And he's got Vernon White covering up. Vernon tries to uppercut him in the body. Garbage headlock throw from Yanagisawa, but yep. And rope escape in the scarf hold armbar there from nicely done, Yanagisawa. That throw was massive dog shit, but he did manage to get Vernon on the ground and nearly blow his shoulder. He seems to be in quite a lot of pain. And I believe that is his last lost point. Ref checking that he can still move. Oh, came in to throw some spinning shit. Yanagisawa throws some high kicks back. Vernon shelling up in the ropes again. Gets bundled to the ground. Low shot from Yanagisawa. Gets that low single. Sucks the leg in. Probably going to go back to the leg lock fight now. Drags Vernon away from the ropes at the same time. Pretty cool. Vernon, good defense, standing up, although he gets the heel hook and grabs the ropes. And I think that's all the points. Oh no? 4 points? Apparently I can't count. Or maybe I'm taking into account the dig shot, which wasn't actually a lost point. One of the two. Exchange of kicks there. Yagisawa on the front foot. He's ready to go. Just walking Vernon down with kicks, bundling him back to the ground, and he's going to work his... I was going to say magic there. Work his submission trickery on the ground. There you go. Who was that guy who said Jiu-Jitsu is just tricks? And, like, it doesn't work, and then he got armbarred by Minotauro Nogueira? I don't remember. Whoever he was shit. Because I don't remember him and he's not in the UFC anymore. And he's a heavyweight, so... Given that the apparent retirement age for heavyweights in MMA is about 47, and if he's not in the UFC now, he's got to be garbage. Now, I don't mean that to disparage our main man, our Lord and Savior, Stipe Miocic, and... Stipe Miocic. Oh, nice choke here from Ryushi Nagasawa. Nor many other greats of the heavyweight, the heavyweight division. However, the issue with heavyweight MMA is if you're an athletic man of 100 plus kilos, there are a lot of other sports you can be doing. A nice toe hold entry from Ryushi Nagasawa, but he does not have any knee line control, so it's a easy enough escape from Vernon Tiger White. Anyway, he's digging for the heel now. Yep, and that's it. Match over. So I'll finish that diatribe while Vernon complains. Very simply, there's a lot of other sports you can do as a 110 kilo athletic man, and they'll pay you more, and you don't get the shit kicked out of you. So if you're doing MMA, you're either mad or a garbage athlete at that point. Because everyone 110 kilo plus in Australia plays league or union. Everyone 110 kilo plus in America is in the NFL. Most of Europe, it'd be rugby. Russia, well, that's where you get into some interesting stuff. But most of them would be in the judo team, because that's where the support is. Judo or wrestling. What else have we got? That's why many of the most impressive MMA and other athletes coming out now. We've got Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gagné, both two... well, I'm not sure about Cyril Gagné, but Francis Ngannou, an immigrant from Nigeria, where there isn't really a sporting output for your 110 kilo plus man that is as supported as MMA. The Ngannou story is ridiculous. Who have we got here? Oh, we've got Jake Matthews, Jobber singlet wearing Jake Matthews. Just a guy who sort of hung around the early Lion's Den. Being walked to the ring by a man who I very recently made a highlight video of. That is Kiyuma Kunioku as the ring escorting young boy. And we'll see who Jake Matthews is taking on today. Who's he fought so far? I think it was... Oh god, this is going to be murder. He's taken on Minoru Suzuki. But, yeah, Jake Matthews, I believe he's only been on one event, which was the SBR Hybrid Wrestlers 3, which was our last one, and he just got armbarred and heel hooked by Yoshiki Takahashi, as well as kicked in the face, I think. So it was not a good time for him. And here comes Minoru Suzuki to Midnight Hallelujah. And I have no idea who that young boy is. With the trademark towel, one of the most timeless entrances and gimmicks in all of wrestling is Minoru Suzuki. Just incredibly mean man. To various levels of insanity. And apparently way ahead of the times with his empty arena match, because that's all we're getting at the moment. And the crowd is pumped for Misu. Our boy James Matthews. In the jobber singlet with the nipples showing too, and he's not even jacked. You can only wear that kind of singlet if you're like ungodly shredded. Otherwise you're better off wearing the more modest one. Gotta look like Carolyn if you want to wear the nipple showing singlet. Final inspection of our two fellas. Much as I talk shit about Jake Matthews, I'm sure he was a very tough guy, but, you know, there's tough guys and there's professional fighters. And Jesus Christ, look at Suzuki. On one hand, extremely handsome. On the other hand, extremely fucking mean and ruthless. And his ears weren't completely busted at this point, which is interesting to see. Given that he did wrestle all the way through school and has been pro wrestling since then. Suzuki switching stances is very interesting. He wants to be in the opposite stance, it seems. Yeah, he's always lining up the long guard. Oh, and just as I say that, he settles for your traditional guard. Exchanges of kicks there and just boots the leg out of Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews throws a leg kick and an extremely telegraphed low kick, and Suzuki like backs all the way away. Maybe he had a little dick touch there. Goes for a little high kick there. He was going to parry that kick and then he shoots in after it and just bundles Jake to the ground like effortlessly. I think that was also Jake just sort of going, I suppose I'm going to fall over now. Oh, a punch. Yeah, that was actually a punch to a grounded opponent. Another one. That's why the crowd went, ooh, there. Suzuki. Oh, damn. And that is a double wrist lock. Emphasis on the wrist there, because he was using the meat of the hand. Oh, and the young boy Kunioku's in there with the anesthetic spray, just getting that shit cooling down. With that Resident Evil healing spray. But yeah, that was wrist, so he had hold of the meat of the hand rather than the, like, further up the wrist bones on the, radius and ulnar, so he had hold of the, meat of the hand for that one, so that was a lot more wrist than it was, shoulder lock. Well, it appeared to do both. Who we got next? I'm inclined to believe they're Dutch. I could be super wrong. Whoever they are, they're taking ages to walk out. And the ring announcer and Hiroto Soichi are just sort of standing around there awkwardly. I think it might be Andre Vugan. It is, based on the fact that he is a foot taller than everyone else in the building. Andre van der Noodler, I believe he was in the Dutch judo and boxing team, being walked out to the ring by Kiyama Kunioku and Bus Ritten's manager, Globus Dupree. But yeah, Udlar's got some serious Viking genetics in him, based just on the fucking size of the man. Speaking of soys, here we have the biggest man of all, Ken Shamrock, coming out to what I believe was his stripper music, based on all the panther growls. I'm going to call it Sex Panther. 60% of the time, it works every time. And here he comes. Not wearing a muscle shirt. Massive missed opportunity, it seems. He's just wearing, well, what in Australia we call a sloppy Joe, just a shitty jumper with Pancrase emblazoned on the back. There we are. That's what Vince McMahon would like to see. The mass! The striations! The beef! The absolute beef of Ken Shamrock. In fact, there's a lot of beef in the ring right now. If you listen very closely, you can hear the sound of Vince McMahon masturbating. And Andre's slapping his tit to all four corners of the ring for some reason. Look at the masculinity! Look at the mild gynecomastia on the right nipple of Wayne Shamrock there. That's concerning. I believe I've pronounced that the right way. Gyno, when you get hardened tissue developing in the nipples due to use of testosterone. Because your body overproduces estrogen to counteract the effects thereof. And so you end up with little tiny, extra big nips. Little tiny boobs and or extra big nips, depending on how well you've done it. Ken Shamrock staring the man down. Andre apparently doesn't give two shits. Alrighty, time to go. Let's see Shammy go to work. Straight away shoots in. Turns the corner on that double leg. Very nice. Andre's all crossed up underneath him here. Tries to arm roll Shamrock. Shammy bases out here. Digs for the crossface. Picks up the ankle. It's back to his usual wrestling shit, which is always cool to see. I love watching early Ken Shamrock. It's just this nice combination of being extremely strong, having very good wrestling, and hating your fellow man. Takaku Fuke is on the edge of the ring there. Maybe trying to pick up some pointers from the wrestling of Ken Shamrock. In fact, he was ankle picking earlier, so maybe he's been putting some work in with Shammy. I don't know very much about Takaku Fuke. He's turned over Andre Van der Ludela, who's grabbed the ropes, and so the ref, rather than calling it an escape, peels his arms apart and says, no, you're not allowed to hold on. And he gets straight ankle locked by Shammy, and he's like, fuck you, referee. And Shammy's pumped. Look at the striations! And he was flexing there. Andre's a bit shitty, and I don't blame him. Not that I saw him winning that fight, because Shamrock is a beast, but oh, look at the masculinity! I've started Vince McMahoning now, I can't stop. And we're up to the main event. But yeah, I understand Andre Van der Ludela being pissed there. And out comes Yoshiki Takahashi. I really like the intro to the song, but then it kind of shits the bed. Takahashi had a rough run. Like, he was perpetually injured or concussed throughout his entire fight career. I'm liking the silk top of the silk peach colored top of Yoshiki Takahashi here. Looking very nice. He's pumped. He's ready to fucking go. Takahashi lying down, having a little break fall, having a little breathe. And here comes our main man, Masakatsu Funaki, to whatever garbage this is. It's not Red Zone, and I don't like it. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty theme. I think someone needs to talk to Funaki about his music choice. And here comes, the boss of the whole fucking show, Masakatsu Funaki. There was a reason that Pancrase was so hot out of the gates, and it is that man there. He is extremely cool, has got a good look, and he's an interesting and fun in-ring performer, both in works and shoots. Although, never reached the heights of work wrestling that Minoru Suzuki did. There's a reason why Suzuki still has a wrestling career in the top tier promotions, and Funaki sort of not in the same level. Because Funaki's gimmick is, I'm an extremely good fighter, and everybody has that as wrestler. Whereas Minoru Suzuki's gimmick is, I'm an extremely good fighter, and also I'm insane, and also I'm capable of doing every single variety, like any way you want to book a wrestling match, Minoru Suzuki's able to do it, whether it's American style, whether it's that sort of New Japan hard hitting style, shoot style, definitely, and then comedy matches. His fucking match with Mecha Mummy is the best damn shit I've ever seen. It's so good. And here are these two boys ready to fucking go. Takahashi staring down the eyes of his fight dad / boss, saying, you want to fucking go. And of course Funaki wants to go. People in the crowd losing their minds about each of our two fighters here. Ready to go. Let's see what they've got. Takahashi. Ooh, nice counter. Slap by Funaki. That was real nice. Slips back and then just slams one in. Oh, he's saying, oh, come on, Takahashi. Takahashi throws a nice body kick there. They're winging slaps at each other. Oh, another counter slap. Big front kick too. Big knee from Takahashi. Big hands from both boys. And Funaki's wobbled there. I can tell from the way he's grappling. He wasn't 100% with it. So Takahashi's getting some good ones too. Funaki shoots in. He's sick of that shit. Oh, big knee. And Funaki has to finish that takedown. And he's on top now. Takahashi trying to get a hold of that front headlock. And Funaki taking a little breather. Hooking the legs in the Kebab Nurmagomedov position. Khabib Nurmagomedov position of sort of grapevining the legs to finish the takedown. So he's in top half guard now. Takahashi stiff arming with that frame right in Funaki's jaw, and you can see the look of irritation on Funaki's face. Funaki goes, aha, how do you like it? From on top with the added pressure on the neck, grabbing the collarbone and using that to lever in. Now he's under the head. We'll see what he thinks to do here. Trying to pass round. Oh, and he's in mount. Big escape from Takahashi. Big strong bridge, and he's popped out on top. Used good wrestling. Grabbed that single leg and then finished it. Oh, jumps the knee on the face. He's obviously been spending some time with Suzuki. And Funaki is not amused by this whole experience. Just reefing up on the wrists, trying to get him here. Digging for the choke now. This is high energy shit. Really trying for the choke there. Funaki extremely unamused. Feels the armbar coming and swings his legs up. That was really cool. But doesn't manage to come out on top. To the scarf hold goes our boy Yoshiki Takahashi. I'm liking this Takahashi mullet rather than his next stage in his career mullet. That one was god awful, whereas this one's just long hair. Really working the point of the elbow into the the cheekbones of Masakatsu Funaki there. Now he's just trying to straight scarf hold him. Don't think that's going to work on our boy, our main man Masakatsu Funaki. And the referee's seen enough of that shit. And I bet Funaki's had enough of that shit too. Let's see what happens here. Low kick from Funaki. Come on, says Takahashi, and then eats a fucking big left hand. Wings a right left back. Good body kick from Takahashi. Gets his foot caught up in the ropes and then gets backed into the corner. Big slaps, big knees from Funaki. Oh, God. He's fucking dead. And, yeah. Kazuo Takahashi's done the stank leg, and that is the end of that match. He's managed to stand back up, but he is very wobbly, and that is the end of the event there. So I'm going to pause it there, ladies and gentlemen. What a fun little event. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I hope you're all not getting this mysterious the pangolin's kiss, the kung flu. I hope you're all doing quite well and staying safe. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe to Prior's Resurrection, and I will see you all either on my channel or here next time.